Okie dokie. So warm up for today is 25 jump squats, 50 jumping jacks, and then 50 Russian twists. So 25 jump squats, 50 jumping jacks, 50 Russian twists. Each one is one. Boop, boop, one. All right, go on your own. Go. All right. Neck circles. Other way. Up and down. Left to right. Ear to shoulder. Shoulder circles. Other way. Right arm across. Right arm overhead. Left arm across. Left arm overhead. On all fours, cat-cow. All right, right leg, stay at a 90-degree angle, circle forward. Backwards. Up and down in that 90-degree angle. Other leg, forward, circles. Backwards. Up and down. All right, back to neutral. Lean forward into cobra. Look over your right shoulder. Left shoulder. From here, go into downward dog. Left leg up and forward. Left arm up. Right arm up, left arm down. Both arms down, drop the back knee, straighten the front leg, lean forward without bending your back. Go back to neutral, or not neutral, but here. Left leg across for pigeon. Both arms up. Both arms down, reaching forward. Back up, return to normal. Downward dog. Right leg up and forward. Right arm up. Right arm down, left arm up. Both arms down, back knee down, straighten the front leg. Lean forward without bending your back. Keeping your back straight. All right, straighten or bend that front leg. Go into pigeon. Both arms up. Both arms down, reaching forward. Come back up, push that leg back, and go into child's pose. Reach over to the left. Reach over to the right. Back to the center. Both hands over your head. Walk your elbows forward. Both hands over your head. And release. All right. From here, let's just go straight into bridge, hip escape, scissor, kick, drop. Yeah. Bridge, hip escape, scissor kick. All right. Next is going to be this lengthy one because I decided it's going to be lengthy. So you're going to do back roll, child pose, step one leg up. You're going to do sit out, come over, frog jump, frog jump. So back roll, slow, child's pose, other leg, sit out, over, frog jump. I just added stuff to that, just stringing a bunch of stuff together. So slow back roll, child pose, or skip the child pose, but basically get into a position where you can do a sit out progression, and then frog jump, frog jump. You can bypass the child pose if it feels weird. You can just step up one leg if that feels better. All right, next. Hip up. That step across, pivot. Hip up, step across, pivot. All right, last ones. Hey-hos across the mat or whatever. Hey-hos. Hey-hos. Sit this way. All right, time. Get some water, get your dummies. We'll review the dogfight stuff. right, we'll review the 2 chokes that we did in dogfight from when we have the overhook, the whizzer, and they have the underhook. So they have the underhook, which is not gonna matter, but they have the underhook, you have the overhook, the whizzer, right? From here, I'm going to step my leg up and my arm is gonna follow. So I'm going to get off line with them. So right now I'm side to side with them. I'm gonna try to go in front to get that. The first one's gonna be the darce, the second one is gonna be the anaconda. The darce I have to move for, the anaconda I don't as much. So the first one is the darce. I'm coming here, my arm, this arm is gonna come around all the way through. So I'm coming, my knee is up, I'm stepping out, coming through, my arm goes underneath the neck all the way, my hand has to reach all the way to the armpit on the other side to get that lock here, right? So I'm coming underneath, locking here on my bicep at underneath the armpit, locking, and I'm gonna cup the back at the shoulder or something with a cup. I'm going to collapse them down and finish it. So have the overhook, I come around, arm goes all the way through here. I'm going to collapse them down. Here onto the lock side. Here, I'm going to walk my legs towards them, and if I can, I'm going to hook that leg. But by then, usually they're tapping. So yeah, so that's the darce. And the anaconda, we're gonna just do both of them, so switch back and forth. If you already know, if you remember this from Friday, just do it. I'm going to do the anaconda. Anaconda is, I have the whizzer here, and I'm going to cup at the neck, and I'm going to dig my arm all the way through to that side, right? So I'm at the neck, I'm going to put the lock here, gonna lock it on my bicep, gonna cup the back, and from here, I'm gonna roll them away from my, the lock side here, and then I'm going to sprawl out. And that one's the neck. Yeah? Go. I landed on my foam roller and it hurt.
Cha, I got a little stuck.
Okay, for which one?
I was doing just the first one. So they've got, right, it's like, I've got
Yeah,
the
so you have the underhook and you have the whizzer, yeah.
and this hand reaches all the way under.
Yeah, you're gonna wanna get in front of them. So you don't wanna, you can't start it.
This
Yeah,
way.
you gotta
Okay.
move.
And then I've got bicep and my hands cupped on their back.
Mm-hmm.
And then which way do I roll?
Towards, hold on. I think it's towards the lock side.
The lock side, like where my hand is on my bicep?
Yeah.
Okay, so I roll this way?
Yes. And then you walk your feet towards them. Like do a crunch and then walk, yeah. And then if you can, they're usually trying to crawl away from you, so you would hook onto their top leg.
Okay. Okay.
Lock side up or lock side down? Why can't I remember?
When you said it before, you said roll to the lock side, I think.
Yeah.
I just got confused how I was supposed to get there, I think, because I hadn't come around to the front, so I was like, this feels really weird.
Mm-hmm.
But okay.
It might be lock side down. I mean, lock side up. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I think it's lock side up.
Lock side up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I need to do it on a real person. I can't remember if it's lock side down or lock side up.
Wait, so are you saying don't fall towards the lock side, fall away from the lock side?
I think so. Dang it. Yeah. Try both. Feel what works.
My dummy doesn't have a head right now, so I'm not going to be able to tell what works.
Okay, yeah. The anaconda for sure, the lock side is up so that you can squish them on the lock. Oh, other way. Fuck. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh, anaconda's lock side down. Darce is over here. I feel like Darce is lock side down. Not totally sure. Still need to do it on a real person.
Can you show me the anaconda one more time, unless you're moving the whole group on, in which case it's fine.
Keep going.
Okay. Can you show me the anaconda one more?
All right. So anaconda is you don't move to the front for that one. You come here in the whizzer and you kind of move towards them a little bit more. Cup at the neck. Try to get your hand all the way to the neck, and then lock it there. Put the lock there. You're gonna then put them on the lock side down onto their shoulders here. And a lot of the time this ends up being a neck crank rather than a choke, because you can just sprawl from here and sprawl into them or put pressure into them. All right, time. Okay, now we're gonna do the arm drag type thing from attacking that turtle, where they have the underhook. I'm not going to prop my dummy up. So they have the underhook. I have the overhook, the whizzer, and I have my leg up. I'm actually going to move myself offline, right? So that their underhook isn't as deep. I'm shifting one knee down, one knee up, right? I'm going to, as I'm putting this knee down, I'm going to shoot this hand underneath, grab the tricep, and then I'm going to, again, shift the knees, one knee up, one knee down. The underhook, I have one knee up and one knee down. I'm going to shift, jig this arm in to get that arm drag, and then shift again so that I have this situation, right?
Your video was freezing a lot for me. Would you mind doing that again?
Okay. All right. So I'm here with the overhook. They have the underhook. They'll be propped up in turtle. Not turtle, but they'll be propped up here. One knee up, one knee down. I'm going to shift my knees. One knee down, one knee up. And as I shift my knees, this arm shoots underneath for that arm drag. I'm going to grab the tricep, and then I'm going to shift with my knees. I'm going to do one knee down, one knee up. So I get here. For crucifix, I have it at my hip, but I'm going to put it underneath my leg. I'm going to lock it here, right? So now the arm is trapped between my legs. I'm going to see how this works out on the dummy. There's two ways for the crucifix entry. I can go forward or I can go backwards. So forward with the dummies might be weird, but basically you come forward, go up on your feet. I'm going to roll over my shoulder towards the legs. Here, here. And then I get them in crucifix that way. Or I can roll backwards. I have another detail that I need to show before I do any of that. Or I can roll backwards by tucking my legs in towards their legs and rolling back, putting them on top of me, getting that crucifix. So the details before we do either one of them, because you're going to be doing both of them, they're just crucifix entries, is when you're doing both of them, you want an Americana type grip on the other side. So here, you want arm underneath, trapping. Here, you got that, secure crucifix. Or backward legs, and rolling back. Yes, weird with the dummy, who doesn't have bones to like move them around. So again, we're starting from the dogfight position, whizzer, one knee up, one knee down, arm drag, crucifix entry. Yeah?
Is it
Yes?
just
No? Can
the
you see
video
again? I need to
for
fix my
everyone
dummy.
else?
Does that make sense?
No, it's freezing for me too, Jen. It's
Do it.
like,
It's my internet fucking up again. Fuck. Internet. Why are you being annoying?
We can kind of hear your voice, but your video is definitely still frozen.
Are we good yet? No, still not working. Working, not working.
We can see it now.
You came back. It's still kind of pixely for me, at least. Like not a clear connection.
Oh my God. Okay. No, yes, no. Okay. I will show the whole thing again. Do it if you know it. Okay. So you just need to listen for details. Go for it. So we're in dogfight position. I got the overhook. I got one knee up, one knee down. I'm gonna shift, one knee down, one knee up. Gonna shoot my arm underneath for that arm drag, and then back to the other way with my knees. One knee down, one knee up. I'm gonna tuck that arm between my legs, tighten it here. The other side, I'm going to dive that arm underneath the armpit, grab this arm in Americana, lock my elbow towards their neck. Then I can do 2 entries for the crucifix, rolling forward or rolling back. Rolling forward is I'm going to go on my feet and then roll over the shoulder towards the legs here. Roll. So I have this lock here. Here. Right. So the other entry is the other entry. I still have the Americana on the other side. My feet tucked this way. I'm going to sit back onto this butt cheek. Sit, and I'm going to roll them over me. Dummy, roll them over me here with this Americana grip. It's a little harder with the dummy for that particular entry, but the rolling over seems to work.
I don't get where.
You don't get what?
I'm confused about how the arm drag part, like the very beginning
Okay.
of how you pull and move. I think I just am missing that transition.
Okay. So without the dummy, I'm here and I have an overhook, right? A whizzer, right? Here. So this is my whizzer. My opposite knee is up, one knee is down. I'm going to transition. I'm going to put one knee down, the other one goes up, right? So this is what I'm going to do. But then this arm is going to shoot in underneath the armpit, grab the tricep. The original arm that had an overhook can let go as I transition back. Grab the tricep. Yeah, so this arm should be the one with the arm now. Does that make sense?
How does their arm clear the body?
Yeah, that's, I think, some of what I'm confused about too.
How does it what?
I feel like I've just got all this arm my way. I don't know how to move. It looks like you end up behind their arm. Is that true?
Yeah. So I'm here. I have the overhook, right? Here. When I come around, my hip is out. I'm going to dig this arm this way. I'm going to arm drag here. As I come back around, then I can put my hip back in place. When I come here, I've taken my hip out so that their arm has nothing to like hold on to. It'll slip out easily or they'll get arm barred, right? If they don't move it, they'll get arm barred right here. So when I'm pulling it here, they're gonna move it too. And I come back and I can put my hip back in place. The reason I'm coming this way is to take my hip away from them while still keeping tightness in a different spot. This hip is coming towards this shoulder, right? Does that make sense? So this hip is coming towards this shoulder as this hip comes away from their hip here. So now this underhook doesn't have very much to hold on to, and I can dig underneath, grab the tricep there, and pull it out. If they keep it there, I can armbar them, or they're gonna armbar themselves really. And then I can put my hip back here and my other hip out. Did that make sense? As to why I'm doing all those moves? Okay, cool.
When you're tucking your legs under to, you know, wrap them around the arm, do you care which leg goes first? Does it matter?
So there is a order to it, but for now, I'm just squeezing the arm between the thighs. I'm using one leg to like scoop it, but then I'm just using my thighs to like wrap here, or, you know, the upper arm.
After you did the arm drag, you're just stepping over the leg and trapping it.
So yes, after the arm drag, I come here, right? I'm just going to tuck the arm between my legs. This arm or this leg is going to scoop, and there would be a wrist there that I can scoop. And then I usually lock it here. Sometimes I can separate because now my thighs are controlling, right? As long as I scoop that in and then lock my thighs. Yeah. I know, difficult on the dummy. The dummy has no skeletal structure. It just flops around. When you want to do something, it's like not cooperating. All right, we're gonna go over this entry again on Friday, but I want to show a submission before we end. Yeah. So we'll just start from the crucifix. So, yes, whatever. It'll lean towards you. I normally won't lean this way because I actually don't want them scooting down. Because if they scoot their head all the way down, they can actually roll over me and then get side control. So I don't want to be facing this way. I want to be flat on my back for the crucifix. But right now, so you can see me, I'm going to turn towards you. And I have this, this Americana grip, right? So I'm actually going to shift this Americana grip, and I'm going to not have both hands on one arm. I'm going to use this hand, the one that's underneath the armpit, and I'm going to hold at the wrist. I'm going to pass this to this hand so that this hand is free, the one that's on the outside above the head. So this one is locking this in place. This hand is free. This hand is going to go around and grab as deep as I can on the collar here, right? So normally, again, I'd be flat on my back. When I'm flat on my back, I'm just going to extend like it's an arm bar. So I'm here, I have this trap and close to them, and I have T-Rex arms, and I have this grip. I'm going to kind of like an arm bar, I'm going to pull, and I'm going to extend. When I'm puffing out my chest, it's putting pressure, and then I'm pulling this hand down. I'm pulling this hand that has the lapel down as I go up here, right? So let's try that submission. So start from the crucifix with the Americana type grip. And then shift. I'm gonna watch you, Emmy. That hand grabs, there you go, grab the wrist. Yep. Grab as deep as you can. Yep. And then you're gonna pull it down and then puff up your chest. Yeah, they'll tap. I know it's weird on the dummy, but a person will eventually tap.
Do I like raise my hips too, or just am I just feeling like I need to do that because the dummy has no
puffing of the? You can raise
just
the hip.
puffing of my chest.
Yeah, it's more here. I think the nature of the dummy makes you want to raise your hip because it doesn't feel like it's choking. All right, time. Does anybody have questions before? I mean, we'll review this on Friday. So just starting from the arm drag, we'll do the whole thing.
Do you cross your feet in the crucifix? Like where, or are you just squeezing with your thighs?
There's a security in putting your legs over the wrist. Right now, because it's a dummy, going with your thighs is also good, but there is like your thighs and then you kind of cross over the wrist. It's a feeling thing on a real person who has a wrist, because you put your like ankle over the wrist as they're trying to move it around. You'll like they're gonna try to get out, so they're gonna be moving their arm around. And it's hard to explain on a dummy, so right now just close with the thighs.
Okay, I was thinking about the context of like when you get like a body lock, you don't want to go like this with your ankles, right?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing here, or are you less exposed so it doesn't matter as much?
It does matter. So again, it's more of a feeling thing. So right now I'm just saying here, but you do want one over and one like kind of wrapped like this, because you are guarding against the wrist coming out. Because once they have the wrist, once it's not so straight, they can get free much better. But you have thighs, right? One leg here. It's sort of like the arm one. It's sort of like how you have the arm here, but with your legs. Does that make sense? And the other leg is just securing in place. So you have this on the other arm, but with your legs. All right, put your dummies away. Right. We have 7 workout things. So the first one is going to be a dolphin push-up. Second is a left side mermaid crunch. Third is right side mermaid crunch. And then fourth, diamond push-up. Fifth, leg lift jacks. Sixth, side-to-side leg lifts. And then seventh, plank push-ups. So dolphin push-ups are the ones that come from kind of like downward dog. And you come in, come back. Dolphin push-up. Mermaid crunches is something I saw the gymnastics girls doing. So you basically are here, legs off the ground, and you come here. And I don't think they're called mermaid crunches, but they look like mermaid crunches, so that's what I'm calling it. Diamond push-up, leg lift jacks. So leg lift, off the ground, jacks. Side to side leg lifts, plank push-up, yeah? Does that all sound good? I will call them out. Right. Let me make sure. So first ones are dolphin push-ups. Are you all ready? Okay. Amy, you ready? Okay. All right. Is this? Next are mermaid crunches. Pick a side. We're going to do the other side next. I am not sure. Okay. Other side. Your work is fine. Right. It froze. It froze. Go. All right, next are diamond push-ups. next are our leg lift jacks. You know how I have work Zoom? The coach for that work Zoom is not there. Side to side leg lifts. Go. All right, last ones. Plank push-ups. Plank push-ups, roll on over. And that is it. This is gonna play an ad.
All right. Thanks, Cha.
You're welcome.